All right, we're going to switch gears a little bit now. And if you are a parent like I am, you may have found yourselves in the midst of tech battles with your kids. For example, in my house, it seems like there's always a fight over screen time or video games or TikTok. Well, fortunately, at Paris Direct, we are lucky enough to have digital parenting coach Elizabeth Milovidov with us on set. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello, Genie.
We are so happy to have you back here after all this time. You have always come on to tell us about different types of things when it comes to helping parents navigate the tech world for their kids. Today, you're going to talk about something that is quite a few parents scratching their heads, and that's generative AI, or Gen AI, as the cool kids say, I guess. So set the stage for us first, if you will. I'm very familiar with ChatGPT. Is Gen AI the same thing?
Yes, it is. So first, just quickly, a little primer. Artificial intelligence, the science of making machines that think like humans, right? And so we have pattern recognition with AI, but with generative AI, we have pattern recreation. So content creation. So this is what Gen AI can do. It can create content, it can brainstorm, it can help with math problems. This is pretty exciting. And so ChatGPT, Copilot, they're all types of generative AI.
Okay, so that sounds pretty positive. Why should parents, first of all, should parents and families be concerned about it? And if so, why?
Yeah, of course, they should be concerned. And even though I love technology, I think that we have to take it, as we get it. And so with generative AI, there is problems with deepfakes, with misinformation, with just personal bias. We don't know, who's providing the data that the machines are looking at.
Well, let's say we were trying to explain Gen AI to a child. How would we do it?
Right. So I think with a younger child, right, you take your child as they are developmentally aged appropriate and you speak to them that way. So you can talk about how generative AI is make-believe. And like fairy tales, it's real. Some things are real and some things are make-believe, because we don't want children talking to smart speakers or their interactive toys and thinking that it's a real person. With teenagers, it's a little bit different, older children, because they already are dealing with algorithms in their social media feeds, so they understand that this type of technology has good and bad uses. And so it's just trying to talk with all of your children, whatever their age, and really stressing to them about things like personal information, about privacy, and just trying to use it responsibly.
And I love it. You have a great analogy where you talk about, if we compare generative AI, we could compare it, for example, to a knife.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So a knife is a great tool, right? Like all technology. So we can misuse it. We can, injure someone. Unfortunately, different types of knives are prohibited in different places. But the other side of knives is we can use them for surgery. We can use them for protection. We can use them for cooking.
So that's a great way that you can explain to kids too, as well.
Exactly.
So how can parents and how can caregivers better understand the risks and the benefits of Gen AI?
Yeah, it's always going to be the same thing, Jeannie. It's always this critical thinking and communication. We've got to have conversations with our families. We have to explore this technology together. We have to play around with it. We have to ask questions. We can't be afraid to fail, to mess up. It's not going to blow up, but we really have to do this with our families.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your expertise with us as always. We are so looking forward to having you get back in some other time in the future. Now, if you at home have your own questions about Gen AI, about tech in general, for your kids or for yourself, you can always check out Elizabeth's website, which is digitalparentingcoach.com. You can also ask your questions in the Digital Parenting Community Facebook page, which I know I definitely do a lot. Elizabeth, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
All right.